Greetings, Days and Guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Kick Your Own OvenBreak. I'm recording this somewhat late, but then again, I'll talk about that in another video. Anywho, this is looking too detective-y. This is too looking bougie for us. What I want is something dreamy. You know how I'm gonna get that dreamy stuff? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the Gem Exchange Center and buy some stuff there, which happens to be a lot of this cool new stuff that they added, being the new lobby, the new costume for Candy Corn Cookie, and also the new Candy Corn Cookie costume pet thing. You know, Crackle Corn. Also, with that being said, over here is also stuff. Of course, you got the sticker stuff, but over here you can also get themes for the map maker. As you can see, that's an exciting Stardust platform. This is the Moonlit Library, Endless Time Rift, Sunlit Rose Gardens, Boom Power Arcade, and Top of the Timeless Tower. So, and it seems like these are available forever. There's no time limit under them. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna mess with those just yet. But what I will do, I think I'll still buy them, but my primary purpose here is I'm going to be getting the Candy Corn Cookie costume, pet costume, and mess around with this new lobby, do some new setup stuff, and just have everything set up for the new update, so I can look nice and fresh. So, first of all, okay, it says here for the Fantastical Stardust Station, or platform, even though it is a train station. It says, the Stardust platform bustles with busy cookies awaiting their own dream voyages. A whistle sounds, and the next train pulls into the station. Is that it? Okay, well, take this. Bam. We also got a music track, which... Oh, it sounds so beautiful. Love it. Is this actually the story of it, though? Yeah, it is a story. Obtainable in the Gem Exchange Center. So, what I want to do is... We're going to do some cool setting up and stuff, but actually, before we tamper with this, let's get everything else, because, you know, we just heard this, you know. That... Oh, and that's also for another lobby that I got. Anyway. Sorry. I just ate. My throat's... Hey, buddy. What you looking at over there? Anyway, let's go over here first of all. Let's go ahead and get that pet costume and cookie costume. Let's buy this. And we'll buy this. Also, we gotta get ourselves the nice calendar set. Making ourselves look nice and bougie right here. Because now look at this. Oh, look at the design on this. Oh, you got some, like, that's a multi-lit tree. I see a seahorse. I see a giant gummy bear, and I see the train in the corner. It's really adorable. Really love that. But also, I'm going to buy the sticker set because I want to make my whole thing look beautiful. Bam. Yes, place. Actually, the... Oh, wait. Looks like a ring of jellies, I guess. Sure. Just place them all down. We'll put Milky Way, just... right in the center, right, well, not center, but, like, you know, just bustling around and, you know, I don't know. Oh, it's a 9. Okay, I'll put the 9, like, right there, because, you know, just for the 9th anniversary, pretty nice. Alright, so, apparently this thing right here, I think this must be, for the, the exciting Stardust platform. It's exclusive for the map maker, except it's a limited time. So, that's the thing that you want to purchase immediately. These things, no wonder that was more expensive. I can also get a lot of other stuff right here. Sheesh, I need to really bustle down. Anyways, first of all, how does this look? Okay, so you can click that. Ding, ding, ding. And... That's actually interesting, because I think this is the first time in, like, some lobby where, like, a lobby has, like, 2 effects. Like, I understand there's some more unique lobbies out there, but, like, this is the first one where if you tap on the left of the screen... That's actually the right. Well, if you tap on the right of the screen, it makes the clock go all AWOL. But then you tap to the left. He's just over to that side. I don't think there's anything else that gets added there. Can I... Please, get out of there, please. Ah. Flashbang real quick. Stomp! Anyway, let's go ahead and do a little bit of tampering. Because immediately, I think I want to put down the falling star. Like, it just makes sense that it would be like this. How deep can we make it? Yeah, that's pretty deep. I think I do want to make it a little bit light, though, like nice and gentle, like kind of like that. But then again, nothing really hurts many stars, because like now it seems like there's nothing going on. So let's put it a little bit more in the middle. Sure. Now, Cookie 1, I'll make Milky Way. Cookie 2, I'm going to make Candy Corn with the new costume, because this looks fresh and new. I'm going to see if I could change up some poses. It looks like I really wish I could see, like, you know, some pose where, like, you know, they're both, I could make them change how they stare at each other. Like, I could swap the positioning. But I think for now, I'll just, like, keep it like this. I'll make sure Candy Corn's in the front so the Vuvuzela doesn't get in the way. I'll also put you right there. Or maybe... Okay, now it's like that. Now I think it's better for you to be at the front. So I think, actually a little tiny bit closer, just to make it nice and centralized. I think that's good. All aboard the spook. All aboard the spook. Sure. Let's just go all aboard. I think I can make something better with that name, but I'll just name it for that for now. Anywho, bam, we got the design there. And this is a lobby that I also have, but this is just for the great like world champion thing. I just managed to buy that from a shop, so this looks nice and bougied up right now. Look at this. Looks so beautiful right there. Anywho, now what we're gonna be doing in this video, which by the way, hello, I wanted to put you in the main lobby. Put you all the way up. There. Ugh. Sorry, my heart, what's going on? Maybe this is what I get for recording immediately after eating. Anyway, now let's move on to cookie trials, because what I'm going to be intending to do is I'm going to be running in Candy Corn Cookies trial, because what I want to do is I'm going to make sure that I run with Candy Corn Cookie normally, but then I'm also going to make sure that I run with the costume equipped, just to show you a nice difference between the normal sprites and the costume sprites. So just for a quick recap of Candy Corn Cookie, which by the way, for some reason in another tab I have a video playing, but great, who cares? Let's do a quick recap on Candy Corn Cookie so I can actually get into this. Now, according to the story of Candy Corn Cookie, it says, "Beat, beat, that's not right. Let's make this pumpkin moon party perfect," she exclaims, her tiny hand scattering candies with joyful abandon. Perched atop her head is an oversized candy corn, meticulously crafted in just the right late autumn hues. It's hard to believe, but this little cookie's been head over heels for pumpkin moon parties since before she could even tell a pumpkin from a ghost. Is it her uncanny resemblance to a pointy traffic cone that makes her such a stickler for rules? Well, whatever the reason, this party planner takes her role seriously. Watch her adorably stomp her feet when things don't go her way, or don't meet her exacting standards. With boundless energy, she scurries through the village, whistle at the ready. No imperfection in garden pumpkin decorations or ghost figurines escapes her keen eye. As dusk falls and houses begin to twinkle with warm lights, Candy Corn Cookie's excitement reaches a fever pitch. Door to door she goes, eagerly knocking and shaking her pumpkin basket with glee. Worried that she might play a trick if you don't offer her a treat? Fear not, there's plenty of candy to share. Yeah, so she spreads candy all around, which is definitely accentuated in her skill, saying, "Scatter candy corn jellies from the pumpkin basket after collecting a certain number of jellies. Every fourth activation, candy corn fireworks fly and explode. Level up for more points for the candy corn jellies." So, it's kind of like Lollipop Cookie. The more jellies that you collect, the more skill happens to be activated, and you get more points out of that. So, collect a lot of jellies. Now, according to the Magic Candy, if you're wondering what the skill does for this, it says, well, by the way, don't you have a... You have a special... Okay, curses. Well, according to the Magic Candy, says, fires one additional candy corn firecracker. The stronger the enchanted power, the more points for candy corn jellies. So it shoots even more rockets. Perfect. Now, of course, we have crackle corn right here, which, according to the story of this little fella, don't be startled if you suddenly hear firecrackers going off nearby. Join in and clap along. It's just crackle corn celebrating. This pet simply can't resist setting off firecrackers whenever something good happens. Candy Corn Cookie was shocked at first when she picked up crackle corn, thinking it was just candy she dropped. But now, as you watch them alternating between blowing their whistle and setting off firecrackers while enjoying the party, it's clearly a perfect match. I mean, hey, if you're all about the party, then why not? And according to the skill, sets off firecrackers at certain intervals, creating items and star candy jellies. Level up for more points for star candy jellies and more energy recovered from potions created by crackle corn. So, importantly, not only do they blow up and give you jellies, they also give you potions. Very helpful. Now, last thing I can talk about is that she has two associated treasures, one being the Gigawatt Cube, which according to the story of this thing, it is saying, on a dark stormy night, an arc of lightning left a crater on the ground. Within was a cube of unknown origins, capable of conducting a surprising volume of energy. Weird. And it says the skill creates magnetic cubes at certain intervals. Collect them for a 10-second magnetic aura that causes electro jellies to appear. Level up for more points per electro jelly, which is associated with blackberry cookie, avocado cookie, and candy corn cookie. I have no idea why it isn't associated with lemon cookie, but it's so weird. But another thing is they do have another associated treasure being the apple candy balloon, associated with sparkling cookie, whipped cream cookie, hydrangea cookie, and candy corn cookie, which says right here for the story, all the young cookies run with this candy balloon. The spring breeze rocks it back and forth, and bang, all sorts of candies burst forth. What a surprise. I don't know if that's how gravity works, but... And according to the skill, creates a balloon after collecting a certain number of jellies. When the balloon bursts, various candy jellies appear. Level up for more points for candy jellies. Alright, let's get running in this trial, because I'm excited to see, you know, obviously I want to see how the costume works, but of course I'm just going to run normally in the trial, just, you know, for compare and contrast. I always tend to do this, and I don't mind it, because if I'm being honest, it kind of makes sense, because I think Candy Corn Cookie and Everything Pie Cookie, specifically Candy Corn, was the cookie who was all about the 8th anniversary. So it's kind of funny how, like, hey, for the 8th anniversary, you know, Candy Corn is like the spotlight for this. But now for the 9th anniversary, bam, we have Milky Way, but, you know, we're just going to give Candy Corn a costume because, you know, yeah, she probably needs it. So why not? I appreciate that. I'm surprised how it's already been over, like, a year ever since Candy Corn was originally released. It's so shocking. And I still remember that update with, like, the calamities of, like, you know, Candy Corn trying to traverse all by herself while Everything Pie happens to cook a pie, but, like, it's not to the exact recipe. It has to do with everything, like, that's inside of it. And, like, things just turn to a plumbing mess. It was honestly a really funny story. A funny and yet loving story. Really sweet. But anywho, what I cannot wait for doing right now is after I record this video and another video, then I'm going to hopefully get that other video uploaded and hopefully work on something else. It is October 28th by the time I'm making this video, and I think by the time I'm uploading it, it should be October 29th. I'll probably release this like a day later, but I am just so flipping excited for, you know, the content inside this update, and also for a video that I'm working on for your local plug, just because, like, it's been so long since I posted on that channel, and you deserve a good video. You deserve a good video, and this video has some effort into it. When I tell you effort, it's a lot more than how my normal videos usually go. I'm being 100% honest, because it has both a review and some gameplay, so be excited for that. But this is going to be a fun time altogether. Going to be a good Halloween. Like, technically, it counts as like a Halloween special, but also at the same time, it kind of counts as like a, you know, just a return to format. And also an occasion, kind of like an anniversary of a certain thing. I don't know. Anywho, let's go, and let's keep on moving forth. Blow up those candy corn balloons. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not much of a fan of candy corn, but that's because of personal bias that I once had, because I once had a piece of candy corn, and I kid you not, it destroyed my teeth. Like, legit. I feel like I talked about this before, but I'm just going to bring it up once again. I don't hate Candy Corn Cookie just as a format. I just don't like candy corn because, if I'm being honest, I feel like you just do a little bit more. It's like this, like, waxy candy, and I'm not going to go on this whole entire version like, oh, well, there's people who like candy corn, people who hate candy corn. Because here's the thing. I dislike candy corn, but I'm not going to hate you if you like it. Literally, you can like what you want. We shouldn't live in a world where, like, oh, we have to only make sure we enjoy this thing, because some people are not going to be liking that certain thing that we're talking about. Which, by the way, I just got diamond rank pretty easy right there. I don't know if this is enough, but I just realized 800 million points in this run, at least nearly, is like so much. That's how it goes to show how powerful, like, Candy Corn Cookie's skill is. Like, genuinely. And this is on the normal mode. Like, the only thing that would have made it better is if I got the explosion jelly, like, that I just missed back there. But, like, still, this is just so much. Like, look at this. I can get that. I can grab that. And we can jump down there. Bam. Jump. Oh, I could have gotten that. And then one more for the road. Alright. Nearly 900. I feel like really optimal players. Huh? Are you joking? Am I actually a diamond 46th? You're lying to me. There's no way I'm that far into, like, the ringer. Uh-huh. I'm actually shocked. Hold on, look, there's a piece of hair on me. Let me get rid of that. Like, is this real? Oh, ranking. Oh, well, I mean, that's still, like... Hold on, wait. If I was at, like, 40... Oh, my gosh! I mean, I'm not there yet, because it's yet to update, but, like, it's actually that close. And that's not even with the optimal trend. I didn't even plane. I could reasonably get diamond 1. You know what? I'm just gonna... Where's that plane? Use a search bar just to find a plane. And now we're also going to put on the costumes anyway, so let's check this out. Now, according to the story of the costume being the Candy Corn Cookie Star Voyage Guide, it says right here, beep beep, there's the signal. Candy Corn Cookie begins checking the tickets possessed by cookies aboard the Star Voyage Express. No ticket? No problem. She kindly teaches confused dream voyagers how to imagine up their own. Close your eyes and imagine your ticket before heading into the enchanting Milky Way station for your very own trip. Okay, that's good. So, You can board. If you're wondering, yes, it does say gives 600 points for candy corn jellies. It may not be as good as the one for Pie Delivery Scout, but it's still better than nothing. And yeah, I mean, at the very least, you could just imagine up the ticket. Now, of course, the pet also got a costume that you can actually easily purchase in the Gem Exchange Center, being the Star Void Salesman, which it says right here. As the very last passenger steps onto the Star Voids Express, it's time for Cracklecorn to get to work. With a brilliant pop-pop, it alerts everyone to the train's departure. Whenever the tracks seem to twist and warp on the star fog, or the star fog grows too thick, another pop-pop sets the train right back on the correct path to ensure a safe voyage. It's almost like it was made for this job. I mean, as long as it got the hat for it, then I guess. I also like the different colors on it. The only thing that doesn't change is like the end, where like the black and yellow sort of tail. Everything else is nice and different about it. Fits the nice dreamy vibe. Anywho, let's go ahead and run in this, just showcase the costume, because why the pleb not? You know what would be nice? It'd be nice if, maybe it does happen with Super Epic. I don't know. But it'd be nice if, like, they changed up, like, what sorts of candies that, like, you know, candy corn ended up throwing into the air, because that'd make things a lot more interesting and a little bit attentive to detail. But then again, that's why Super Epic costume exists, and they'll only put a lot of that effort into Super Epics. I kid you not. One of the biggest examples I saw of that was when I got Walnut Cookie's Super Epic costume. Like, that is just like, man. And then the more and more I got more of them, it was just like, man, they put a lot of effort into like these Super Epic and or Legendary ones. Epic ones, they kind of just get like, you know, maybe a tiny bit of a difference in their sprites. But, and what are you gonna do? It's really, like, maybe if you got, like, something like, you know, Peppermint, where, like, maybe the whole entire whale changes, and it's still an epic, like, maybe, but, like, other than that, what else are you getting? Oh, that was close. Okay, that's a lot right there. That's a nice amount. Okay, just claim all those. Thank you for that. Get that big potion, and collect all these. I am still surprised how I managed to get top 50 for Candy Corn Cookie in my first run that wasn't even optimized in the slightest. I was just like, okay, I guess these are the treasures I have. Well, I guess I'm going then. Like, that was not optimized in any way, shape, or form. It was just like, sure, why not? Just give me that. Which I'm not complaining about at all. Like, it's just the one that I expected to get, like, the least. Like, Diamond Rank, that's one thing, but getting a super high score? Are you kidding me? Like, no doubt about that, I'm gonna take that to the grave with me. I mean, of course, there's no doubt gonna be people who try and, like, get a new score, because, you know, since there's a new costume out, everyone's gonna be, like, you know, head over heels over, like, oh, I need to go ahead and get this now, because, you know, new buff for the cookie, so why the pleb not? And, of course, well, we're here. So, yep, and then get that. So, I missed the big potion! Oh my gosh, oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, well, okay. I love how I'm just like, oh, I'm picking myself up for getting that new high score. I missed the big potion. And you know the worst thing is? I would have actually gotten it if the pet didn't, like, suck it away just a tiny bit. If you sucked it away and collected it, or you didn't suck it away at all, everything would have been fine. Because either you would have collected it, or I would just be, like, collected it later. It would have been fine. The jump that I was angled at was perfect, but you just slurped it a little bit too forward. And you're just like, oops. Whoops. Oh, there goes that. There's your funny moment. There's your funny clip. If only I could clip my own stuff. But unfortunately, I think the only thing that you can clip are part of streams and stuff, which, I wish they did that for videos, just so you can, like, you know, why don't they make that a feature on YouTube, like, highlights? Like, you know, here's the highlight of the video moment. I didn't even pop that because I was too afraid of getting, like, the explosion jelly, which I somehow managed to get Diamond Rank again. How do I do this? I don't know, but 769 million. That's way far, well, at least my current is still the same. Did it change the score now? Well, let me just get this real quick. Over. Okay. Let me just see. Did it change? No, it didn't yet, surprisingly. Alright, well, amongst friends, apparently amongst everyone else, I'm like the super high. That's even without the legendary trait. That's gotta mean something. I don't know. But with that being said, my god. If you enjoy the video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share the video with your friends who enjoy my Kicker Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, then subscribe, and also hit the bell icon to be notified of whatever I do in the future. And down below in the description, you'll see links to all my social media, including my new merch store, the Pleb Market, and also a link to my YouTube like membership stuff, where for just $1 a month, you can become a pleb and see exclusive behind-the-scenes content and extra videos. But above all else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video. Hail the Hypenese. I wanted to give a very huge shout out at the end of this video to the members who are deciding to support the channel and the stuff that I do, being Jojo Sins, Blobby Eduardo, Casual Gaming 22, and Mask Boy. You are all supporting me, and I greatly appreciate it. Like, thank you all so much.